Hello and welcome back to Kansei. Episode number... well, let's see here. Number 3? That can't be right. Number... yeah, something. Oh well. It is, anyway. Number 4, probably. Anyway, let's continue our struggle. So let's load up this game. Oh yeah, we had a little chat with Lima last time. And let's continue. Talk to you later. Yeah, she nods. Move. But there's a door over there. Oh, never mind. Move. Bathroom, examine. A lamp that the body is made of polystyrene. Why would you make a... yeah. I guess we're supposed to dry our hands on these towels. What exactly am I supposed to put the towels after that? Who knows? Is he not? Why did not hang them on hooks or something? A sink with a Procylene basin. Procylene basin. Right. I think a soap dispenser. According to the label, it's evergreen scented, but it just smells like soap to me. There's a space between the frame and the wall. So it's not a two-way mirror. There's a space between the frame and the walls. So it's not a two-way mirror. I can't believe I'm checking for this. Old habits die hard, I guess. Why would you even... why? What? Right, a lamp that used... a lamp... it was... it used... I can't even read. A lamp. It's used one of those compact fluorescent light bulbs. Yep. A lamp used on low voltage use of the bulb uses a low voltage wattage that an incandescent bulb. Incandescent. Why can't I read it? Aki would probably attempt some sort of Mr. Watson joke at this point. Yeah, she would probably, because she's... this chair is sadly not as comfortable as it looks. Okay, I'm going to move. Goodbye. Over here, that was that. A lot of clicking. Over here. Oh. The door slides open to reveal a wide room furnished with some expensive furniture. If I had to name it, I'd call it the living room, but it doesn't feel very living in any... it doesn't feel very lived in at all.
Oh, Kansei, hello!
Oh, fuck, not her. Oh, hello, Melissa. Hi. She looks happy to see me. Did I do something? Why does she have green on her eyelids? Right. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit at all.
Hey, did something happen? I saw Sophia rush by with that nice boy, but they didn't tell me what was going on.
Nice boy? Yeah, I'm not sure there's a tactful way to put this. Miss Watson's dead. No. No. Melissa stares into my eyes, searching with a mixture of fear and panic. I stare back until the truth of the incident sinks in. Her expression changes slowly as she realizes that I'm not lying.
Are you sure? What happened?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Did he die of natural causes?
Why would you ask that?
William Otten is not a popular man. His business practices are already reprehensible, and there have been rumors of unethical treatment of some of his test subjects.
Well, yeah.
That's why I came. I was hoping I'd be able to uncover something about what he might be doing.
So, you're really just sneaking around trying to dig up some dirt?
It's really not what you think.
I bet it isn't. Okay then, what?
Nothing.
Nothing? Absolute nothing? Okay. What sort of illegal things was Mr. Orton doing? Earlier you talked about rumors about Liam. What was that about? I don't have any questions right now. Let's talk about that. What sort of illegal things was Mr. Orton doing?
Oh, it's hard to say. Everything's just rumor, you know?
Right.
It would be awfully irresponsible of me to spread false information. So I really need some hard evidence before I say anything else.
That's wise of you. Right, sure. It's obvious that there's something she doesn't want to tell me. I wonder if she's a victim of Mr. Orton's action in the past. Earlier you talked about some rumors about Liam. What was that about? You talked about some blah, blah, blah. What was that about?
Ah, those.
Yeah, those.
Well, recently, word's been going around that Liam Otten is involved in dogfighting.
He's a fucking creep, actually. Oh, wow, whoa. What a felony. That's a felony.
Not to mention extremely cruel.
Yeah, extremely cruel. And why does it sound like you have something up your nose? Seriously. Well, I'm glad he chose to draw the line. I'm glad he chooses to draw the line somewhere, at least.
I'm fairly certain he was just getting fed up with Liam's antics. It's one thing to dismiss underage drinking, but the heat from Liam's participation in animal cruelty is bad publicity he didn't need.
Of course he didn't need that.
I heard he was planning on cutting Liam from his will completely.
That's interesting. Planning on, so he didn't get around to it yet.
As far as I can tell, no. But you'd really have to ask someone more knowledgeable than I.
Of course I will. Because you don't seem very... I don't trust you. I do not have any more questions right now.
Sure thing. See you soon.
Goodbye, miss. Examine room. Excuse me. A dining table. It looks like it could host a lot of people. But judging from the dust in the middle, I doubt it's ever been used for a while. 2,000 channels and still nothing on. Right. A door leading back to the main hallway. The garden is made of evergreens. I think these flowers are called rhododendrons. They're fairly low maintenance plants. Yes, they are. Those are rhododendrons, it seems, and Right. Done examining. No, done examining. Let's move. Move! Where the bloody hell did those fucking wankers go?
You're an interesting guy, Kansei.
What are you talking about?
Well, for one, you keep some interesting company. I was bored, so I decided to run facial recognition on them. I found quite a few newsreels about them, complete with security camera footage and mugshots. I admit, I literally laughed out loud at the one where they sold ownership shares to the Space Needle.
Oh dear, they are con artists. Oh dear, oh dear. They did what?
Oh, you didn't know?
No, absolutely not. Why would I? Why, if I, what? Basically, my company's basically a bunch of fucking criminals.
Like I said, you keep some interesting company.
Yeah, it seems so.
Weirdly enough, when I looked up their police records, they were completely empty. They haven't been charged with anything.
No, they haven't. Of course they haven't. Nothing at all? I wonder how they managed to get all that out of that. I wonder how they managed to get out of that. Aki's doing, no doubt.
The other girl with you is the real problem, though.
Who, Li Mei?
Couldn't find a single thing on her. No online profile, no yearbook, no images of her anywhere, and no connection to anything your other friends did.
So maybe she doesn't like social networking, and she was homeschooled. What's the big
Dude,
deal?
seriously? You've gotta make a real effort to be that much of a ghost.
I do.
There's no way that the government isn't involved in trying to cover something up.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're one of those guys who thinks the moon landings was faked, ain't you?
Oh, come on, it's not like that.
It isn't? I'm sorry about the audio, by the way. I see that the audio is going up and down, but I'll have to just talk a little lower. Hope this is better. Anyway, come on, it's nothing like
Besides, how much do you know about her anyway?
I don't want to know much about her. Well, I can't exactly tell him that she has a Kansei that makes her a human sponge for emotions. But beyond that, I really don't know a thing. Aki refuses even to speak about it when I ask her. I know enough.
Of course you do. You're the genius detective, after all.
Oh, shut up, human. Oh, no. Kevin taps a few keys on the keyboard and two of the monitors light up with an old newspaper article.
Genius siblings solve another cold case.
Oh, fuck.
I gotta admit, you're actually kinda cool. So, are you on a super secret mission right now or something?
This is gonna sting. What are you talking about?
You know, since you're using a fake name and hanging out with criminals and stuff.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, I'm working on the cover right now. No, it's just Aki's nickname for me.
Well, that's disappointing.
Well, that was why I wanted you to be disappointed in me. Life's not a secret mission and government conspiracies, you know?
It would be cooler if it were.
It would be cooler, but life is life. Do you know anything about Liam's nightlife?
You mean all the drinking and gambling, or extra stupid stuff?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I was thinking about other things.
Oh, the dog fights then.
Yeah, the dog fights. You knew about that?
Well, yeah. I'm the reason Mr. Otten found out in the first place. He asked me to track Liam's movements on his phone. Guess he didn't trust him.
Of course he wouldn't trust him. He's a bloody wanker, that's why.
There's a surprise. Anyway, I noticed Liam was spending more and more time in a corner of town that's not really hot on the usual party clubs, so I did some more digging.
Oh?
Found out that Liam was watching dogfights, and in some cases, funding them himself. Big Will was furious when I told him.
No wonder, I would be furious too.
When you showed up, I thought he had hired a private investigator to get some proof.
Perhaps he had.
I guess it's kind of a moot point now.
Yeah, it's a moot point. That's all for now.
Come by if you want to ask me anything else.
Yeah, I will. Move! 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 Move. Detective Gorski stands across the room from me, arms folded across his chest. He appears to be in deep thought, but it's not long before he noticed that I'm looking at him.
What?
Yeah, what? Nothing.
Well, that's not true.
No, it's not. Nothing I want to talk about, then. He uncrosses his arms and sighs.
I don't know where you've been all these years or why, but that look in your eyes is still the same.
Do we know each other? You said years. What
The
look?
one that says you're already trying to figure everything out. It's like watching someone who just started work on a puzzle.
Of course, this is a puzzle to me. It's a fucking game.
You're digging through the pieces and looking to build a frame, but you don't have much yet.
No, I don't. That's much true. I don't remember seeing you before, though.
I doubt you would. We've never met in person.
So you have been spying... Yeah,
I sure heard a lot about you, though. Both of you.
This is fucking disconcerting. So you knew about me and my sister? That's strange. I suddenly feel my stomach knot up. How much is a lot?
Not enough, apparently. I thought you were dead. We all did.
I am dead. Yeah, that was kind of on purpose.
Do you have any idea how much work was put into finding you?
Like I give a shit. I want to disappear. Don't even start. I'm not in the mood to hear lectures from someone who doesn't know that what I'm going through.
You know, back in the day, I couldn't go 10 minutes without hearing your names.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, they're so great. What heroes these kids are. Why can't we have such helpful people here? What a joke. When we found her body, the first person they looked for was you, but you were nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
At first, they thought you'd been kidnapped. As days passed, they thought maybe you'd been killed. When I saw you yesterday, I thought you had finally come back to do something worthwhile again.
Let's not talk about this, Gursky. I solved that murder for you, didn't I? What more do you want?
What about your sister's murder? You're the only witness, but you ran away. Why?
It has nothing to do with you. I don't owe you an explanation. It's complicated. I don't owe you an I would like to say I would be fucking harsh with him. It's nothing to do with you. I don't owe you an explanation.
That may be so, but you owe it to your sister, don't you? The case went cold, but maybe if you tell us what you know, we can find her killer.
I'd rather you don't get involved. It's something I have to deal with on my own.
Sorry, kid. I'm sworn to uphold the law. Even if you don't want me getting involved, I kinda have to.
Oh, shut up. I know, I sigh and lay my hands on my side. I let my hands fall to the side. It's not what you think.
We'll talk about this more later, but I promise that this isn't over.
Of course it isn't. It's never over, Gursky.
I got a call this morning about my report from yesterday. You've already caused a disturbance with your return.
Of course I have. I've been fucking dead for 2.5 years or something. Oh no. Did Schultz find
Are you
out?
kidding? She was the first.
Schultz. She was the first. And that's why I didn't want to tell you who I was. I knew they'd all find out I was back.
They'd find you eventually. It was only a matter of time.
Oh, shut up, Yoski. Am I in trouble?
Yeah, I'd say so. If it weren't for Aki's insistence that you stay with her, I'm sure they'd already have come to take you back.
This is disconcerting. That's not good. Is it? It's so not good. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, I don't know. Why don't you try actually having a backbone this time around?
Oh, shut up, Yoski. Listen, I'm sorry, okay? I was 15 and stupid. I don't have to, and I shouldn't have run away. But can we just focus on the dead body we've got on our hands right now? I kind of feel like we're letting the past get in the way of the present.
The present only exists because of the past, you know.
Oh, yes. Gursky studies my face carefully, judging my reaction. Finally he sighs and shakes his head.
But I see your point. Figuring out the cause of death for Mr. Otten does take priority right now.
Yes, it does.
I'll be upstairs. Come talk to me if you find out anything.
Alright, I want to fucking... I want to find the bloody people, Oh, where the fuck did they go? No, move. Yeah? No. Move. No. Again. Moving. Talk to... What's her name? What's her face? Why do you work for Mr. Orton? Did Orton have some sort of value at a bank? What was Orton planning on cutting Liam's off from his will? Kansei says, was Orton planning on to cut Liam off from his will?
He was. Liam's actions were very costly in terms of both money and public image. Mr. Otten wanted to punish him for his cavalier attitude. Dogfighting a few months ago, that was the last straw. Last week, Mr. Otten informed Liam that he would no longer be inheriting anything.
Right. How did Liam take it?
He was furious, naturally. He called Mr. Otten a selfish and greedy old man, and he said that he'd make him regret his decision. Mr. Otten never got around to doing it. A lawyer was scheduled to visit next week.
Interesting.
As it stands,
Sophia.
all of Mr. Otten's fortune now belongs to Liam.
That's disconcerting. How convenient for Liam. Killing someone seems like a good way to get the revenge, though I don't think Mr. Orton regrets much now that he's dead. Still, it's definitely something to keep in mind. Why do you work for Mr. Orton? Why do you work for Mr. Orton?
Mr. Otten values my services. I am a trained professional and an excellent personal assistant.
That wasn't really an answer. What I meant was, why did you choose to work for him?
I have personal reasons, but my employment is both legal and morally sound.
Okay. What should I talk about? So, let's see here. It seems that perhaps Shoshi didn't have a relationship with Miss Orton. Of course she wouldn't. Did Mr. Orton have some sort of value at a bank?
He did not. Mr. Orton didn't trust banking institutions very much.
What? He was basically paranoid, and he has a son that's fucking mental. And Sophia seems to be the only sane person in this fucking house.
He preferred to play the stock market himself. His belief was that he should be allowed to do as he pleased with his own money. And if he lost it all, then it was his fault.
So he invested it all in the stock market? He was a fucking madman.
He'd rather lose everything on his own than gain a little interest from a bank playing it safe.
He's pretty fucking mad. I'll come back later.
Of course.
Let's talk to this person. Oh, okay.
Feel free to come talk more if you want.
Oh, I don't like him. For fuck's sake. I want to try this door again. It's locked. There's no hope in getting in there. Let's see. Why can't I get in there? And where is Aki? I want to fucking talk to that girl.
Come by if you want to ask me.
Move. I talk. Are Aki and others really... do you think Mr. Orton was murdered? Do you really think Mr. Orton was murdered? Detective Gursky sighs and rubs his temples slowly.
I don't know, kid. I can't just march in and declare it's a murder without any evidence. For all we know, he committed suicide.
That seems unlikely. Do you think he killed himself?
Hard to say. His reaction when he saw you certainly was unusual.
To say the least.
It's not a level of fear you see in most people. He very likely could have done something foolish in response.
Yeah. But was it that mad? So you think it's my fault?
Now, I never said that. There are a lot of things that might drive someone to suicide. But in the end, it's still the decision of the individual.
Yeah, it is. It certainly is. Yeah, I know. Gursky studies my face and carefully before
Back
he speaks.
then, didn't you...
Yeah, I did. But I really don't want to talk about it. Oh. So can this guy basically try to commit suicide? Let's see here. Or Aki and the others really convicts?
Well, technically, no.
Of course, technically no. No?
They're not on record as having committed any crimes.
But Kevin told me they were in the news a lot. He said something about selling the Space Needle.
Ugh, please don't remind me. That was one of the bigger headaches, and a huge publicity fiasco. And yet somehow, I'm supposed to keep them out of trouble now?
Yes, Mr. Gursky. Yes, Detective Gursky, you are. What do you mean?
I guess you could say I'm their official handler. I'm supposed to keep an eye on them and make sure they don't do anything else.
Anything stupid, you mean? What did they even do?
Hustling, mostly. The twins ran a lot of cons. Aki's got some sort of charm about her that makes people trust her. She's really manipulative, and her life is nothing but moral gray.
Of course. Because she can fucking implant thoughts in people's heads.
Naoki's a good kid, but he'll do anything his sister tells him to do. And he's a fast learner. He can pick up on pretty much anything.
Yeah.
They came to Edgewater 2 years ago and wreaked havoc for a good year before we finally caught them.
He rubs his head slowly, as if an old headache had just found its way back to him.
But Aki is Aki. Somehow she managed to cut a deal. Clean records in turn for their special services.
Of course she would. She's manipulative.
So now the government uses them as investigators, spies, or anything else requiring a quick mind and an expendable body.
That's disconcerting. And that's why she said there's a special investigation agency.
It's not an inaccurate statement.
Of course it isn't.
And on that note, be careful about what she says. She's not a liar, but she likes to tell misleading truths.
I've noticed that. I sort of like her, but I don't like her. What about Li Mei? Where did she
I'm afraid
come
that's
from?
classified information.
Of course it is classified information. I raise an eyebrow, but I don't press the question. It's obviously not something I want to get involved with. Li Mei. Do you know if Mr. Orton has a vault at the bank?
I assume most rich people do. Why do you ask?
I heard him mention something about keeping a vault safe before he died.
That's strange. I didn't hear anything.
Maybe I just made it up.
No, you're probably onto something. Although, looking at his lifestyle, I'm actually inclined to think that any vault he cares about would be in this house.
Yeah, I think I know where it is, but I can't get in there. How do you know?
He rarely leaves the house, and security here is tight, even for a high-ranking official.
Yeah.
It's obvious that he has trust issues. Someone like him wouldn't let a bank hold on to something important.
Yeah. I've heard.
Besides, I'm sure he'd want to keep a close eye on it too. If there's a vault, it's definitely somewhere in here.
Yeah. I sort of figured that out. Gursky's right. It has to be hidden in this place somewhere. I wonder if anyone here knows about it. It turns out Mr. Orton was going to cut Liam off his will. Cut Liam from his will.
Well then, that's an interesting turn of events. Do you know why?
Something, not too many run-ins with the law, it seems. The big one apparently was him getting involved in dogfighting. Detective Gursky grimaces.
That would do it.
That would definitely do it.
Am I to assume that Mr. Alton never actually got around to making this all-important change in his will?
Yeah, Sophia said the lawyer was to come next week.
Great.
Yeah. Never mind.
Alright
Never
then.
mind. Why did you say never mind, Gang? As I entered the lobby, Aki races down the stairs and nearly runs over me. Wow.
Oops, sorry, Khan.
Oh, shut up. Where have you been?
I was just upstairs with Liam.
I don't want to know what you two did. Dots.
Oh, don't look at me like that. It's not what you think.
Of course it isn't.
For your information, I was just asking Liam about the staff.
The staff.
Did you know that none of Mr. Otten's personal staff are paid?
Say what? How? What? What? That can't be true. Kevin said that Mr. Autumn pays him well.
Well, then Kevin was lying.
I'm actually dumbfounded right now. And what makes you think Liam wasn't lying?
Let's just say that he strongly believes it's in his best interest to be truthful.
Oh, you sort of threatened to kill him? In other words, you used your Kansei.
Got it in one.
Got it in one. I don't trust her. Look at that hair. So, if Mr. Orton doesn't pay anyone, why do they work for him?
Kevin's family owns a small business that's in serious trouble.
Oh,
Mr. Otten pulled a few strings to keep the creditors away, and they'll stay away as long as Kevin works for him.
basically blackmailing or something like that.
As for Sophia, it seems her husband's heart is failing.
Oh, that's why she was... I thought she had the payment stuff. Oh. So none of the staff really has any interest in killing him. This is actually getting fucking complicated.
Mr. Otten promised to move him to the top of the recipient list for the company's new organ creation project.
Of course. Whoa, so basically he got people to be completely devoted to him by holding on to what they love. And in the end, he doesn't have to pay a cent.
I have to admit, I'm actually kind of impressed.
Of course you would. You fucking con artist. This is getting complicated.
What about you? Find anything interesting?
Well, when I read Mr. Orton's death, the last thing he thought was to protect a vault. He said the vault had to be protected at all costs.
Maybe the killer is after it too. We should try to figure out what's in it.
Of course we should.
Or, better yet, actually find it.
That's my thought exactly, Aki. Anyway, it's been almost 40 minutes now, so we'll see you some other time. I'm going to save, and we will see you some other time. Goodbye. And before I go, I just want to remind everybody to go and buy this game. I don't need to, so we can play along if you want to. I actually, so yeah. I don't want any... I want people that make this game actually get some payment for this. So if you want to play along, go buy it. If you don't, don't. Well done. Goodbye.